A perfect combination that will leave you speechless. Delicacy, femininity, and brutality. Yes, we're talking about the unbeaten beauty, the English fighter Dakota Ditcheva, who has been revolutionizing women's MMA with an unprecedented level of violence. With 95% of her fights ending in knockouts, she is considered by many to be a new phenomenon in the sport. And today, we're going to explore the journey and meteoric rise of one of the most insane fighters of this decade. Let's go. Born in July 1998, Dakota is the daughter of a Bulgarian father and an English mother. It was actually her mother, Lisa Ralph, a top athlete in the 90s, who encouraged her to enter the world of combat sports. At just 4 years old, Dakota was introduced to Muay Thai, chosen by her parents as her main discipline. By the age of 16, she was already collecting titles in Thailand. And get this, with a sweet smile and the silhouette of a ballerina, she could easily fool anyone until she unleashed her merciless front kicks and destructive combinations. And that's how Dakota won the Muay Thai World Championship in one of the most prestigious leagues. But that, my friends, was just the beginning. In 2018, she decided to step into MMA, trading the big gloves for the small ones and adding wrestling and jiu-jitsu to her training routine. In amateur MMA, her charisma won over the crowd, and she proved she wasn't just a pretty face. With elite striking, grappling, and octagon control, Dakota obliterated all her opponents, showing she was a complete fighter. In 2021, she made her professional debut at the British event Cage Steel, giving a true Muay Thai masterclass to her first opponent, who didn't even make it past the first round. In the following months, 4 more opponents fell to Dakota's visceral striking. With a 5-0 record, the Princess of Punches caught the attention of the PFL, one of the biggest MMA leagues in the US. Her PFL debut in August 2022 was under the watchful eyes of her mother in the crowd. Her opponent, Han Jaber, was experienced and heavy-handed, but she quickly discovered in the worst way that Dakota was a different breed. Months later, another opponent fell to the English fighter's front kicks, which looked like spear strikes. And in the last minute of the first round, a straight right to the chin left her opponent out cold. In 2023, Dakota entered the PFL Europe Grand Prix, where she faced the Swedish fighter M. Herman, a grappler who wanted to take her to the ground. But her plans were thwarted. Dakota locked in a rear naked choke in just 3 minutes. In the semifinals in Paris, she faced the veteran Cornell H., who started strong but couldn't handle Dakota's relentless clinch and devastating combinations. In the final, against the aggressive wrestler Valentina CTI, Dakota closed her opponent's eye in the first round, forcing the doctors to stop the fight. With that, she was crowned the Grand Prix champion, taking home over $100,000 and a perfect record of 10 wins, with 9 by knockout. But guys, it's not all about fighting. After her victory, the first thing Dakota did was take her dad to watch a game of his favorite team in a special seat. And in 2024, she kept dominating. Her first opponent of the year, Liz Maud, fell in just 4 minutes after a brutal series of body shots. Next up was Jay Bishop, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt and world champion. Jana even managed to take Dakota down, but keeping the English fighter on the ground? Impossible. Dakota got back up and unleashed a merciless clinch, ending the fight with a devastating performance. In November 2024, Dakota faced the Brazilian Taya Santos, a former UFC fighter with a record of 19 wins and 2 losses. Taya tried, but she couldn't handle Dakota's precise striking, which punished her legs and finished the fight with brutal body shots. With that, Dakota became the youngest athlete to win a PFL season, taking home a 7-figure paycheck. Today, at 25 years old, and with an impeccable record of 14 wins, Dakota is a phenomenon in women's MMA, and she promises to keep bringing adrenaline and aggression to the cage. So brothers, what do you think of her? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content. And if you're looking to level up, just click on the screen and watch the video we've prepared especially for you. A big hug, and see you in the next video.